How has Flow positioned itself to deal with what is potentially a windfall in Falmouth because of the advent of the port there and also the visit of the world's largest cruise ship? What are the possibilities there for Flow, and how are you planning for that?
The first stage is working with the Port Authority, working with Royal Caribbean, and developing the infrastructure within the actual cruise port itself. So putting in, the triple play offerings to the businesses. I think there's about 60 businesses in that particular site, offering our Flow Unplugged, our Wi-Fi service there, so that the visitors, when they come into port with their smartphones and their laptops, are able to access the internet over the best internet connection in Jamaica. So that's a piece that we're actually working on today. And then it's extending that into the town itself, because as you start, as there's more and more visitors, you will see an improvement in the economy there and growth of business, and you'll start to see new businesses cropping up. I think you'll see tour operators, potentially setting up operations within that area that now have traditionally operated in Ocho, so Montego Bay. They're starting to move into the Falmouth area, so it's providing connectivity for those people back, to all of their locations. And then, of course, you're going to see growth from a residential perspective as well, because you need people to support the growth of the economy there in the town. And so we anticipate, and there in fact are plans in place already for development in that area, and we're certainly on top of that and working with the developers to make sure that our infrastructure is in place for the development of those communities.
So you'd say Flow has been fast off the mark.
Definitely, yes.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
what you did. You see in gold there.
Yes,
because
exactly.
It started with your $30 million investment in Montego Bay.
That's right.
Was that a part of the plan, the long-term planning to take into account a development such as Falmouth?
Yes, well, we actually had to develop that area and put in place the necessary hub infrastructure, so our buildings that would support, the delivery of the services in the areas in order to be able to deliver services within Falmouth. So yes, it was certainly, that had to happen before we could deliver services into the Falmouth area. So that was certainly a big piece of it. We're actually just put about $15 to $20 million in Ocho Rios as well, and environs in developing our triple play network there and extending our services in that area, and that helps us sort of close that gap on the north coast as well. So we're able to provide services into Falmouth, but also for companies that are coming from that side over, we can now deliver service as well.